LK the Leprechaun dropping another one. This one gonna be about chemical spills. All the chemical spills that's been happening all over the United States, and not even just the United States, but all over the world. Been doing my read, research, repeat, little crazy. In the wake of the East Palestine, Ohio chemical spill, I started doing my read, research, repeat on them and was amazed by what I found. And so I decided to do a video on it. According to theguardian.com, the U.S. is averaging one chemical accident every 2 days. Them numbers to me are just astronomical, because you barely ever hear about them. But this blew me away. I knew it was a lot, but one every 2 days, that's insane. Data collected by the EPA and by nonprofit groups that track chemical spills in the U.S. shows that accidental releases, as they call them, accidental releases, be they through train derailments, truck crashes, pipeline ruptures, or industrial plant leaks and spills, are happening consistently across the country. And like I said, not even just the country, but the whole world. All over Europe, Africa, the U.S., you name it. These kinds of hidden disasters happen far too frequently, said Matthew Stanisiewicz. I'll be butchering names, but Mathy, and his last name is Stanissiaus, who served as an assistant administrator to the EPA's Office of Land and Emergency Management during the Obama administration. So this was the dude in the White House in Washington with the EPA administration and during the Barack Obama's administration. In the first 7 weeks of 2023, so 7 weeks, that's less than 2 months, there were more than 30 incidents recorded by the Coalition to Prevent Chemical Disasters. These numbers, again, like I said, insane, blowing my mind, bro, and they should blow yours too. About 124 million people, that's approximately 39% of the U.S. population, live within 3 miles of a hazardous facility. That's a lot. 39%, that's almost half of the population. Early 2023, around the East Palestine, Ohio spill, there was a truck crash outside of Tucson, Arizona, that caused a hazardous material leak and forced evacuations. Right after the Ohio spill, there was another train derailment by the same company. I forget the company's name. Something Virginia something, or I could be totally off. A lot of this stuff I just go off memory. I keep a couple notes. But the same company that was the same company that did the East Palestine, Ohio spill, same company, there was another trail derailment here in Michigan. And I'm pretty sure it was like Monroe County or something. It wasn't in Detroit. It was like on the outskirts. I'm pretty sure it was Monroe County. There was recently a chemical spill in Delaware River in Philadelphia, and officials didn't inform the people until days later. That's crazy. Just like they waited days to tell us about the 400,000 gallon radioactive chemical leak from the Minnesota power plant, which leaked, as I said, over 400,000 gallons into our water. Radioactive water got leaked out, and it's seeping up all in our soil, getting into our animals, our plants, food supply, the water supply. They You know, not to say it's but it is. You know, it's an organized effort. They poisoning us. They're not trying to. They are. As I stated before, this stuff is happening not just in the U.S., but all over the world. Last year in 2022, Lima, Peru suffered their worst ecological disaster in Peru's history as nearly 500,000 gallons of crude oil was released into the maritime environment. So again, not just the U.S., Peru, it's happening all over Europe, UK, which UK part of Europe, but Peru, South America, Central America, Mexico, Africa. I'm sure it's everywhere. You know, Argentina, Antarctica. You name all the 7 continents, all the countries in the it's happening. Whether you're hearing about it or not, it's happening. Pollutants known as forever chemicals, which don't break down in the environment, build up in the body, and may be toxic. What you mean, may be toxic? It's toxic. We all know it's toxic. The only reason why they say may be toxic is because they probably ain't test that stuff. And they're not going to test it because it will come up toxic. And they don't want that paper trail of leaving it behind. People finding out how toxic stuff really is and what's been happening. But the forever chemicals that in the body that may be toxic have been found at high levels at thousands of sites across the UK and European countries. Belgium, Netherlands, Amsterdam, Germany, etc., etc. It's all over the place. And they wonder why our fish is dying by the millions, birds dying, falling out the sky, trees dying, wildlife. You know, you got them, you know, deers with 2 heads and 5 legs and 3 tails happening. They drinking bad water. They drinking bad food. And then we drinking the bad water and the bad food. Imagine what that stuff is doing to our bodies, our chemical makeup, our brain function. No bueno. And I just read the other night that there was another train, was it a train derailment? Some type of chemical spill in North Dakota, which is toxic. That was a train derailment. And there was another train derailment in California. Now, the one in California, I don't remember reading anything that was toxic. I think it was more like some iron. There was some iron on there. And, you know, the iron factory and industry is big in the U.S. So, you know, that's going to cause problems with inflation and building materials and costs. But the one in North Dakota was a chemical toxic spill. So these chemical toxic spills are happening at an alarming rate for the past 2-3 years. And I think we should all be concerned and be watching because a lot of them are the same company. A lot of them are backed by, you know, big money. You got, you know, some of them will be in charge, you know, that are the ones responsible for these train derailments and toxic spills and this and that. Some of them being charged. Some of them, you know, they're doing it on purpose. They're messing up our food, our water supply. It's all part of the game plan. So, you know, pray. Whatever God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, you believe in, pray. Because it's, you know, it's happening. But that about do it for this video. Chemical spills. I pray for us. I pray for you. I pray for our children. You know, I don't know what a solution to this would be, but you know, try to, you know, filter water, bottled water, spring water, food, soil. It's affecting everything. So try to get up some land, get some food where the toxicity isn't as high. But all right, y'all be safe. Peace and blessings. Much gratitude. Catch you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this, your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. And let me know what you think about all these crazy chemical spills that's happening all over the country and all over the world. I'd like to hear from you. Much love, peace, blessings, much gratitude.